Chapter 5, Mishnah 6. The Kohanim were divided into 24 mishmaros, groups, each of which served in the temple 1 week at a time. See Tanis, chapter 4, Mishnah 2. During its week, a mishmar had the exclusive rights to bring all the offerings, and they could prevent any other Kohen from participating in the service. On the festivals, however, all the 24 mishmaros had equal rights in the offerings that were brought specifically because of the festival, such as musaf offerings. The Mishnah explains how the musaf offerings of Sukkot were divided among the mishmaros. On the first day of Sukkot, the musaf offering consisted of 4 types of animals: bulls, rams, goats, and lambs. The number of rams, goats, and lambs remained the same on every day throughout Sukkot: 2 rams, 1 goat, 14 lambs. But the number of bulls was reduced by 1 each day. There were 13 bulls on the first day, 12 on the second, 11 on the third, and so on, until the 7th day, when only 7 bulls were offered. On most days of the festival, the total number of animals exceeded the number of mishmaros, in which case some of the mishmaros that offered a lamb were entitled to offer a second lamb. However, a mishmar that offered a bull, ram, or goat was not allowed a second animal of any type. As the festival progressed and the number of bulls decreased, fewer mishmaros offered bulls, and more of them offered lambs. As the number of mishmaros that offered lambs increased, the number that offered 2 lambs decreased. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. On the first day of the festival, there were 13 bulls, 2 rams, and 1 goat for the musaf offering. This is a total of 16 animals, 1 for each of 16 mishmaros. 14 lambs were left over for the other 8 mishmaros. Therefore, on the first day, 6 mishmaros offered 2 lambs each, 12 lambs, and the other 2 mishmaros offered 1 lamb each, 2 lambs. On the second day, the number of bulls was 12. Thus, only 12 mishmaros offered bulls. Another 3 brought the 2 rams and 1 goat. This left 9 to offer the 14 lambs. On the second day, 5 of the 9 remaining mishmaros offered 2 lambs each, 10 lambs, and the other 4 offered 1 lamb each, 4 lambs. On the third day, the number of bulls was 11. Thus, 11 mishmaros offered bulls. Another 3 brought 2 rams and 1 goat. That left 10 to offer the 14 lambs. On the third day, 4 of the 10 remaining mishmaros offered 2 lambs each, 8 lambs, and the other 6 offered 1 lamb each, 6 lambs. On the fourth day, the number of bulls was reduced to 10. Thus, 10 mishmaros offered bulls. Another 3 brought the 2 rams and 1 goat. This left 11 to offer the 14 lambs. On the fourth day, 3 of the remaining 11 mishmaros offered 2 lambs each, 6 lambs, and the other 8 offered 1 lamb each, 8 lambs. On the fifth day, the number of bulls was 9. Thus, 9 mishmaros offered bulls. Another 3 brought the 2 rams and 1 goat. This left 12 to offer the 14 lambs. On the fifth day, 2 of the remaining 12 mishmaros offered 2 lambs each, 4 lambs, and the other 10 offered 1 lamb each, 10 lambs. On the sixth day, the number of bulls was 8. Thus, 8 mishmaros offered bulls. Another 3 brought the 2 rams and 1 goat. This left 13 to offer the 14 lambs. On the sixth day, 1 of the remaining 13 mishmaros offered 2 lambs, and the other 12 offered 1 lamb each, 12 lambs. On the seventh day, the number of bulls was 7. Thus, 7 mishmaros offered bulls. Another 3 brought the 2 rams and 1 goat. This left 14 to offer the 14 lambs. On the seventh day, all the remaining mishmaros were equal. That is, each of the remaining 14 mishmaros offered 1 lamb each. No mishmar offered 2. On Shmini Atzeres, the musaf offering was entirely different. It consisted of only 10 animals, 1 bull, 1 ram, 1 goat, and 7 lambs, which is fewer than the number of mishmaros. On the 8th day, Shmini Atzeres, they went back to the method of casting lots to determine which mishmar offered an animal, as they did on the other festivals, Pesach and Shavuos. The Mishnah cites a rule about dividing the bulls of the musaf offerings on Sukkot. They, the Kohanim, agreed among themselves and said, "Any mishmar that offered one of the bulls today shall not offer a bull tomorrow. Instead, we take turns in rotation. Those who already offered bulls had to wait until after all the other mishmaros offered bulls, and then the sequence began again."